I'm gonna show you how to throw grits around the kitchen. Friend, in this episode, I'm not only gonna throw grits around my kitchen, because that happened, but I'm also gonna teach you how to make the perfect restaurant-worthy grits at home. Grits are a labor of love. They can be a little fussy. They require a lot of babysitting and stirring when you make them on the stovetop. You don't want to end up with like literally a gritty mess when you go to eat them. You want a smooth, creamy, delicious bowl of grits. And I'm going to teach you how to do just that in the Instant Pot. We're making sausage cheesy grits in the Instant Pot. We're going to saute the sausage on the saute mode, then we're gonna add all the other ingredients. And then once it has pressure cooked to perfection, using the heat and the pressure cycles in the Instant Pot, cooking those grits to perfection, we will stir in some cream and some cheese at the end, and you'll end up with this magical bowl of grits. First things first when making cheesy sausage grits in the Instant Pot is we need to saute the sausage. We're going to do this in the Instant Pot on the saute mode. If you don't have an Instant Pot or an electric pressure cooker that has the saute mode, just brown the sausage until it gets into crumbly, all the way brown through, and then you can add it in with the other ingredients when you're making the grits. We're going to break up the sausage with our amazing meat chopper, my favorite gadget. You guys know this already. If you don't have one, you need to get one. They're in our store. We have two different kinds. I love this one because it has the one longer edge that acts more like a server. So we're going to let this warm up. It'll just take a couple of minutes, and then we'll be back to add in the other ingredients. When the sausage is fully browned, we can turn off the Instant Pot, which I just did, and then we're gonna mix in the other ingredients. If you need to deglaze the bottom of the pot, meaning like a sausage is kind of stuck to the bottom, add a little bit of the chicken stock now, stir it up, and then add the rest of the ingredients. I don't need to do that right now. Every device is a little different, also depending on which type of sausage you used might determine whether or not it's gonna stick to the bottom. Also, if you didn't stir it. You don't have to stir it a ton, but you do need to stir it to kind of break it up as it is sauteing. Next, we're gonna add in a teaspoon of minced garlic and 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. Great pop of flavor, super complimentary, does really well with grits and sausage and the cheese that we're gonna add in later. And then 1 cup of grits. This is not instant grits. This is regular polenta grits. They're a little bit thicker than instant grits. We're gonna add in 1 cup, and then we're gonna stir all that together. Now we're gonna pour in the 3 cups of chicken stock and give it a stir. I'm gonna scrape the sides of the insert down just to make sure all the grits are down in the liquid. All right, I'm just gonna whisk this together with my trusty Flisk just to get it nicely incorporated. I don't want any clumps of any kind. Just pop that out. I love this. Also, it turns into a flat whisk. Isn't that handy? If you need it for a flat whisk or even a sauce whisk, full whisk, also stores flat. Gotta love this guy. Anyways, he's ready to go. We're gonna put the lid on, switch the valve to sealing. We'll let that come to pressure. We'll let that cook for 10 minutes, and then our grits will be ready for the cream and the cheese to be mixed in at the end before we serve them. Ready? We did a quick release, and I'm gonna take this out of the base just for spillage and cleanliness purposes. I love the pinch mitts. They work really fantastic in all kinds of way, oven, stovetop, draining pasta pots. This is by far my favorite. Of course, we have these available in our store. We're gonna stir in a 1/2 cup of cream, and we're gonna go big with the cheese, friends. It's gonna be a whole 2 cups. And I'm going with sharp cheddar because I want that sharper, tangier flavor from the sharp cheddar. I think a white sharp would be also really fantastic in this. Also fantastic would be a Gouda. If your store has like a shredded Gouda, I would recommend going with the shredded just because it'll melt and blend easier into the grits. We're gonna just stir this until it melts all the way through and it's ready to be served. The cheese is so nicely melted. The sausage, everything is just perfect. I am gonna use my ladle for this just to get more in each scoop into my bowl. Oh my heart. Please get in my belly. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snack, I don't care. You're gonna wanna eat this. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the poppy lid. There is a cover for the Instant Pot specifically, but if you don't wanna have to buy another lid, I recommend this. This works really great just on like a bowl. Like it'll just work on a bowl, right? But it'll work on a bigger bowl, little bowl, doesn't matter. So, also works as a great cover for this. It's airtight. Look friends, I can pick the whole thing up. It's not gonna fall. If it falls, it's because my hand can't hold this, but that's not gonna be the case. Great for just throwing this lid on top, keeping it in the fridge for leftovers for the next morning, for whatever. So really fantastic option. You use this for multiple things, not just covering your Instant Pot. So that is what I have wanted to feature here today. The poppy lid, the ladle, the spinella, the flisk, all of these goodies and gadgets we have in our online store. So be sure to check those out there. I hope you learned something helpful in this Instant Pot grits video. This is definitely my favorite way to make grits. Any sort of flavoring you want to add to them, of course, go heavy on the creamy cheesy parts as we did here with this recipe. You can find the recipe and the link below the video. You can also find the featured gadgets in the blog post that is on the $5 Dinners website. We also release new episodes every Wednesday at noon Central Time, so be sure to subscribe to our channel to be notified when new recipes are released. I'm here to help you learn how to cook in the kitchen so that you can save money on groceries.